It's been a long time, huh? 2 years to be exact. I know that you saw my previous video. Literally, Mike Wazowski's smooth butt with an overlap version of ear obliteration featuring Monsters Inc. the theme. So I know it's been like forever since I've ever uploaded. There's a reason for that. I was actually and not just that, I was kind of in like content blocked. That meant that I didn't really want to be doing YouTube anymore. I kind of just wanted to draw, focus on my school life. I kind of felt like if I focused on YouTube too much, I was going to dwindle in school, and I ended up doing a lot better in school for quitting YouTube for a little bit. And you know, everything is fine. But in the end, because of the whole thing that's going on right now, I don't want to mention it because YouTube, it's kind of been a little bit, you know, panicky and stuff like that, and I'm bored as fuck because I've stayed home for the last 2 weeks and I really don't want to be here anymore, obviously. But it's kind of like I'm bored and I want to find something to do, so I decided, hey, what else is better than to do work? No, I can find something better. Let's make YouTube videos again. So yeah, self-promotion. This video is actually promoted by it's promoted by when a deadly sin decides to become a brothel journalist. This is so sad. A comic that I'm making currently on DeviantArt. It currently has no traction, and I really would appreciate if you guys would visit it and you know, give it some love, give it some attention, because it's a comic that I've been thinking of these last few months. It's inspired by every single anime and manga where it has a ridiculous fucking title. Like, is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon? Is it wrong to this? A lot of the designs are going to be inspired off of Monsters University, a movie that I absolutely enjoy and love. Inspired mostly by Interspecies Reviewer, a super controversial anime that released in Funimation, which then they released again, and you know, and stuff like that. It's inspired by a lot of shit, but just find it important that it's kind of cool, and I've already done 3 pages of it, and I kind of want to give it some attention because it's kind of like it's my baby. It's my baby, okay? But today I'm actually going to be reading some comics. I'm going to be reading some comments about people in the Q&A that I did. I know that, you know, every single video is gone. What the fuck happened to the old videos? Don't worry, they're not gone. They're just unlisted in another playlist. It's in the one that says Old Grandy, because this is kind of like a fresh start to me, to my content. I kind of want to make better content. I want to make content with me in it. I don't want to be afraid to show my voice. I want to be confident in my voice, because then it's kind of like I'm never going to be confident if I don't just let myself out there and be confident, and I kind of just want to do that. I'm starting that out with this simple video. I'm not confident enough to show my face like completely, so you're just going to get this Pikachu hat, this MK11 fucking mask that I bought from the pre-order of MK11. It's such a shit game. So let's do this. 21 comments. Most of these aren't even questions, but let's start on the first one. Nice job, my dude. Clap emoji. Clap emoji. Clap emoji. Cookie Crumber. Some context here. Cookie Crumber is actually a friend of mine from middle school. We knew each other a long time ago, and he was actually a really good friend. He was the only guy, it's so fucking twisted. He was the only guy in the entire school that could hum Death by Glamour or Glamour, whatever the fuck. Death by Glamour. The entire song, he could hum it. And it was really funny. Because he'll literally stand aside you, hum the entire song. You would not give a shit, and he would still hum it, and it was so funny. I love that guy. Masked Freak says, congrats on 1K. What's your least favorite part about animating? Also, can you do Tweenie? My least favorite part about animating is the fact that animating takes so damn long. It's so tedious, like the entire process of it. Especially if you're doing like hand-drawn animation. I wish that I could do like, you know, the cheaper ways of animating. The problem with that is that my creation, my self instinct as a creator is not to do that. It's quality over quantity, and honestly, I don't really want to do that. I could just want to make animation that looks good for everyone and for me. So the tedious part about animation is the fact that it takes so long. It's like a single 2-second animation. Why the fuck are these things becoming so cloudy? Jesus Christ. The thing about animation that's so tedious is the fact that it takes so long. And I love animating because a 2-second clip can take me up to 8 hours of work. And it's like, also, can you do tweening? Well, I can do it, but I don't like to do it. The problem with it is that tweening looks very mechanical most of the time, except when you're animating something that's supposed to look mechanical, obviously. Jorge Arribera Lopez, congratulations, you've worked hard. And then I responded with, thank you so much, heart. I promise to work harder in the future. Well then, see how that turned out, bro. Context here, he's my cousin, so he was there with me since like day one of me recording, and I really appreciate him. Furious Warrior 11, this guy, bro, this kid is actually amazing. I adore this kid. He was like one of the people that got me into game programming, because I can do a few things. I can play recorder, I can program games, and I can draw. He was one of the kids that actually got me into game programming with Game Maker. It's just, there's so much context behind us. There's actually a video, I'll link it right here. Furious Warrior 11, 2 years ago. Haha. What inspired you to begin animation, and do you plan on being a paid animator in the future? Cat face. Also, congrats on 1K, my dude. Heart. Thank you, Furious 11. You are such a kind soul. So then I responded to him saying, questions will be answered shortly. And thank you so much, Furious. You're an inspiration. You motivated me to keep making videos. That was not wrong. His style of editing actually motivated me to do a lot of videos. I call cliche. Laughing emoji. You know, I'm getting so tired of these things just clouding up. It's like actually becoming annoying at this point. I'm just gonna change to my other ones. What inspired me to begin animation was a few factors. There's actually a lot of factors, but it ended up being one thing that started it. That was like the alpha of it all. What inspired me was a lot of old 30s cartoons. So basically, I have to be fixing this mask because it keeps falling off every time I talk, dude. A few things that inspired me were old cartoons like Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. You know, pretty simple. Mickey Mouse, Popeye, Donald Duck, Looney Tunes and stuff like that. They inspired me. Inspired me so much because it was like this story being told with drawings, and I already loved art, and I was like, holy shit, you can make living people come to life with animation. Nah, that's a kiddie way of thinking it, but it's like it was like what I thought back then, and I was like, that's amazing. And the leading factor to it all was the fact that I watched, I think he's called Minecraft Universe. He made a video about an animator called Minimator. It was like this program that would literally let you animate Minecraft. I discovered it and I was like, wait, this is how it's done? And then it was like, this is how animation is done. And I was like, holy shit, this is actually really cool. And guess what? I downloaded it. I messed around with it a lot. I made a lot of old animations. They're still on the channel, by the way. They're shitty. Don't expect much, but whatever. But after that, I downloaded Pivot, or Pivot, whatever the fuck, which is a stick figure animator, and I loved it because it was so cool that you could animate like that. And then I discovered Flash, and after I discovered Flash, it was like, wow, so this is how it's truly done. It kept being leading factors of old shows inspiring me, and then seeing how it was done, and ended up being the factor of that I discovered animation programs by myself. So I started using them a lot more and stuff like that, and that kind of led me to doing that type of content. And your second question was, do you plan on being a paid animator in the future? Of course, I actually plan to work on Pixar. So I'm going to university This is the game plan. I'm going to university after graduating high school. Going to university. May make a few short films or something like that. Upload them to the channel. You might see them. You see me? You feel me? I might upload them to the channel. Actual short films, not just little clips of stick figures. Actual short films with full body characters and stuff like that, and background and story and plot. That might happen. I plan on doing that and then building a profile with myself with my art and my animation and joining Pixar, because I honestly, Pixar is like my dream job. It's like the thing that I want to do. Next one, Alpha Otter YT. He says finally. Okay, so Alpha, I uploaded this 2 years ago. Went again and said, I don't have any questions since I know you in real life, and for anyone seeing, fuck dude, these fucking glasses, I swear. I don't have any questions since I know you in real life, and for anyone seeing this, he is one of the sweetest strawberries ever. Just a real nice guy who deserves it. I replied with, oh my, don't make me blush now. Smiley face XD, thank you man. And then he said, not my problem, just speaking the truth. It's just like that, but thanks man. You really were a person that accepted me for who I am when I got there. Thank you, Alpha. Again, I love you, dude. You were so respectful of me. I'm not about to get emotional. Fuck, dude. Omar the Red. Wait, no, we have to say it right. Fire emoji. Weird Omer the Red fire emoji. Okay, so it's literally just, it's fire Omer the Red fire. So he says, congrats! Exclamation point. Thanks. Questions? Oh, number one. I started using Flash. Should I use? I think I already replied to this guy because I knew I wasn't going to be releasing a video like this for forever. I started using Flash program. Should I use stick tool or brush tool in stickman animations? Okay, so this is kind of like a general question to ask. You should use stick tool, but in reality, it's with what you want to do. It's not like, oh, you should ask someone for see, because everyone has their preferences. I use both because it's like it's fun to do both. It was fun to do both. I don't do it anymore, at least not a lot. But I think it's better to start off with stick tool because you have more accuracy with the lines and the brush tool, and after you become comfortable with that, go on to the brush tool, and because the brush tool is way more flexible, and you know, and it really using both helps. So I think that you should try and mix and match to see, because treat the stick figure form as a structure. Just treat it as any other drawing, and that's it. Mix and match, make it cool, make it look cute, you know. That's for any starting animators out there. So what's your real name? What do you want to know, bro? Do y'all have a Discord? I mean, I do. I'm not going to release it anywhere because I don't want people to fucking flood my inbox. Favorite game? Ooh, this is hard. Minecraft. It's definitely Minecraft. I'm only saying Minecraft because it used to be Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, not Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, until I figured out how shit it was. But overall, my favorite game is Minecraft. Like, I can't say Super Smash Bros. Because that is like an evolving game title, which I with Ultimate, I think it's done. But, you know, I think they're just going to keep updating Ultimate and that's it. But at this point, I'm going to have to say Minecraft. Because it's like a timeless game that I'll never stop playing. And I'll never get bored of it in the end. So, Timeline kind of changed my life. And for that, I basically thank it. And I apologize for ignoring it for so long. Because it was like, favorite color? Green, I think. You are absolutely correct. Green is my favorite color because it represents jealousy, greed. But it can also represent nature and health. And I love green. It's basically like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful color. I don't know why it's so unpopular though. Do you have animation project? Okay, so he's asking if I had an animation project, like a project going on. Okay, listen, buddy. I actually did have a few animation projects at the moment of you releasing this video, and I actually did release a few in my Hyun's dojo. Here's the links. But in the end, I don't think at the moment when I was doing all that or when you commented, there was a lot of stuff that I was doing. So I'm not too sure. I think there was an animation project. I always have animation projects going on. But now, at the moment, I don't have an animation project going on. I have a comic project at my DeviantArt. Comic project is my DeviantArt when a deadly sin decides to become a brothel journalist, but I really don't have an animation projects right now. I guess you can say that me practicing is a project by itself, but whatever. Really I don't have a project, if I'm being honest. Then he replies with, also, it looks like you're using line tool. It's really, again, it's really by preference. So you don't ever. So as I was saying, you don't really use a tool because it's better or it's optimal, but you use it because you're more comfortable with it. I guess that's literally means the same thing. But just use a tool because you're comfortable with it, because you're most optimal to use it than the other tool. Other than use it because someone else said it or whatever, but use it. If you're comfortable using the line tool, use the line tool. If you're comfortable using the brush tool, use the brush tool. But I recommend starting with the line tool and then move on to the brush tool, because I'm basically sounding like a hypocrite because I'm saying don't listen to what other people say, but at the same time listen to me. Don't listen to me. I also made another reply saying, also another question, number 7, how you made a circle. Don't laugh, it's not fun. I'm not laughing, bro. It's like, artistic questions are going to be answered with seriousness. It says how you made a circle. It's called the oval tool. You literally just click O on the program. It's actually prevalent in a lot of programs, actually. Like, for example, it's prevalent in Clip Paint Studio. You can set it up in Paint Tool Sci. It's prevalent in Photoshop. It's prevalent in Adobe Animate. It's literally prevalent in almost every single program out there that's used in a professional sense. So I'm not laughing. It's not funny. Just because someone knows something that you don't know, make you dumb or anything. It just means that you can become smarter. We have blue. I actually did answer this question back then because I was gonna start answering questions, like give little sneak peeks of what was going to happen, but it's never happened. Blue, are you in a graphic arts school? Because you have big potential. Okay, so let me explain. I am in a school that has graphic arts. I'm not in the Graphic Art Academy though. I'm in digital filming and broadcasting. The reason why I made this decision was because I wanted to expand my skills. Aside from being a game programmer and an artist, I can also be a filmmaker. And I thought, hey, that was really cool, because then I can put it in my resume and I can look cooler. I'm not in the graphic arts school. It's not dedicated to graphic arts, but they do have graphic arts and I'm not in it. And when you asked this, I think it was when I was there. I was already there. So hi. Okay, so he replied saying, and congrats, thank you. Okay, so the last comment we have here says, Brad, what is your real name? Dude, why the fuck, if you go to my DeviantArt, go there, give me some likes, give me some views, give me some watches. My comic is waiting. You can read it. It's kind of cringy, but I love it at the same time because it's like, it's my baby. But you can look at my real name there. So I'm basically using this as an excuse, so you have to look at my DeviantArt now. I'm literally just going to spam the DeviantArt link at this point because I really want you guys to watch it, because I really need views, because I really need watches. I'm desperate, bro. Please, for the love of God, watch my shit. Thanks, like, really, thanks, I love you.